There is something deeply disturbing about realizing you rehearse basic conversations in your head before talking to your partner. You are in the shower doing trial runs, practicing sentences, adjusting your tone, removing words that might trigger them. Like you are preparing a hostage negotiation instead of asking why they ignored you for 2 days. And the crazy part? You do it so automatically now you barely notice anymore. That's how normalized emotional fear becomes. That is how emotional abuse starts. Not usually with screaming. Not with some dramatic movie scene. It starts with confusion. Tiny moments where your feelings get twisted against you. Where your pain somehow becomes disrespect. Where they insult you, explode on you, then spend 2 hours explaining why your reaction was the real problem. Now you leave the conversation apologizing for being hurt. And let's make something very clear. Physical abuse is horrific and never excusable. But emotional abuse breaks people apart in ways. Emotional abuse rewires your mind slowly. That's why so many people struggle to recognize it while it's happening. You stop trusting your memory, your reactions, your instincts, your worth. And it happens gradually. At first you think, they just had a rough childhood. They've been through a lot. They don't really mean it. So you stay patient. You overextend. You become more understanding while slowly abandoning yourself. That erosion happens quietly. And here is where people get trapped. Every once in a while, they become soft again. Suddenly, they are affectionate, apologetic, sweet. For a brief moment, you feel relief. Not safety. Relief. And your body starts confusing relief with love. There is a difference. Now your nervous system becomes addicted to those tiny moments where the tension finally stops. Meanwhile, you are slowly becoming emotionally exhausted. You start monitoring tone changes like a human lie detector, checking facial expressions, choosing words carefully, trying not to set them off. That is not love. That is survival behavior. And survival slowly replaces connection. And one of the most damaging parts is how skilled emotionally abusive people can become at arguments. They twist timelines, deny things they clearly said, blame their disrespect on your reaction, trigger you repeatedly until you finally break down emotionally, then point at your breakdown as proof that you are unstable. That confusion keeps people trapped for years. Now, somehow the person getting hurt becomes the problem. And because seeing it clearly changes everything, notice this. Nothing you do actually stops the explosions long term. If anything, you become better at apologizing while they become more comfortable hurting you. You learn accountability, patience, over-explaining, self-blame. Meanwhile, they keep finding new ways to excuse behavior that destroys emotional safety. Deep down, your body already knows something is wrong, even when your mind keeps trying to excuse it. That is why you feel drained all the time, because you cannot heal inside an environment where you constantly feel emotionally unsafe. Psychologist Dr. John Gottman explains that contempt is one of the biggest predictors of relationship failure. Mockery, belittling, disrespect, constant criticism. Those behaviors slowly poison connection, until somebody no longer feels emotionally safe being themselves around you. And listen carefully. It is not your responsibility to love somebody into becoming healthy. You cannot heal a person who refuses accountability. The right partner will not punish you for asking for honesty, consistency, reassurance, or basic respect. Real love does not make you afraid to speak. It does not force you to abandon your own needs just to keep temporary peace. And sometimes the most loving thing you can do for yourself is accept that your love cannot save someone committed to hurting you. Subscribe to LoveLens.